Hey guys, it's Kiara. So last week I went to Walker Stalker Atlanta 2016. This is my third convention and the best one. Another warning and disclaimer, this video might also be extremely long. A lot happened during the weekend. I'll try not to ramble too much because everyone knows me, I like to talk a lot. I'm excited to share my experience with you, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. I do want to mention that I got VIP passes, which made the experience a whole lot easier for me. A little slight disappointment was that my friends that I ended up meeting there did not have VIP passes, only one of them did. So we had to be separated a few times, but it was fine because the whole con experience, we were together. This time we decided to get a plane over to Atlanta instead of driving for 12 hours, you know. This wasn't anything new to me. I've already taken a few planes before in my life. My family were the ones that were a little bit more excited. My mom was terrified, but you know, she got through it. So once we arrived to Atlanta, it was around 11 p.m. I never sleep. So I went to sleep at around 2 and I had to wake up at 7 so that I could get there at 9 because I had an early entrance. That was a little bit of a struggle. You know, I had to put on my makeup so that I could look good with my photo ops and to see my friends and everything. I wasn't gonna show up looking like a zombie. You know, it would have worked out anyways because hello. This con was a really huge thing, not only because we would be meeting our celebrities from our favorite TV show, but also because all my internet friends would be meeting each other at the same time and at the same place. And I haven't really met too many of my internet friends. I've only really met 2, and I have way more than just 2 or 3 internet friends. So the fact that everyone flew into this convention to see each other was absolutely mind-boggling. I was so excited for this day to come. Whoa, someone keeps messaging me over and over again, and it's kind of distracting. All of us were supposed to be meeting in this one area, and that, I think I was more excited to see them than anything else. I get to the venue. The venue is absolutely gorgeous and it's huge. It's gigantic. So since we got to the venue, I ended up getting an early access in because I had a VIP pass. So I go in, none of the celebrities are there yet. I just go to check out the vendors, all the art and all the merch that they had going on. I ended up not getting any merch again because I was more focused on spending my money on getting the autographs and getting selfies with the celebrities. So, you know, I kind of got a little bit distracted with that. So I go around for an hour just exploring the venue so that I could familiarize myself with where all the celebrities are supposed to be and where everyone's booths are at or where the photo ops lines are. So that's what I do for the first hour. And then as everyone starts coming in, that's when I end up meeting up with my internet friends. And it was such a great feeling to see them all.
There goes someone's phone.
I saw you guys because you're so tall. Hi.
I ended up meeting so many people. I think I met about 10 of my internet friends, a lot of which couldn't show up, which was a bummer, but you know, I did end up seeing a handful of them at the same time. And the funny thing is, a lot of people still recognize me from my fan page. I don't really post there anymore, so a lot of people still knew who I was, and that was pretty cool. Oh my gosh, and I remember when in the first hour when they let me into the venue, there were a bunch of cosplayers already going inside, and I swear to you, every single Daryl cosplay, I don't know if they just did this to anybody, but this is what I noticed. Every single Daryl Dixon cosplay would look at me, either wave at me or wink. And I'm here like, what's going on? Why are all the Daryl Dixons looking at me? I walked around the venue beforehand and I ended up seeing Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and the whole time I'm like, I don't like you. I really don't. I know I shouldn't think that way, but what he did just... I almost got the chance to meet him too. He did go to Norman's line. He was handing out autographs and everything. He was trying to throw them, but it's paper, so they didn't go really far. And I actually tried to catch it too. I was like near the back. It would have been cool to get a free auto from him. As far as the volunteers were, everything was pretty organized, more organized than the first Walker Stalker I had attended. My friends were the reason why I did end up getting 4 photo ops 3 of which were because they invited me into them. I got one with Lawrence, which plays Bob. I got one with Lauren that plays Maggie, and I got one with Steven who plays Glenn. And that is just so amazing of them. Like, I was like, are you sure? I don't have anything negative to say about any of the stars that I met. Everyone was a total sweetheart. It's not hard at all to see why people love these celebrities so much. They're just so kind and so sweet. And Lauren was so... Lauren? What? She is absolutely gorgeous, especially like in real life. More gorgeous than she already looks like. And I didn't even think that was possible. The first person that I did end up meeting was Steven. And boy, look at here. I don't even know how to explain it myself. He's such a cinnamon roll that needs to be protected at all times. I'm telling you right now, he's so cute. Oh, he's so soft-spoken and gentle, and he looks at you with this face of adoration, like if you were the most purest little flower in the meadow, and like he was so sweet. I automatically fell in love with him. His line was extremely long. I heard people had to wait 6 hours to see him, so in the general admission line. So I'm like, I met him within 10 minutes. We weren't supposed to record any videos. Again, I don't think that's a policy that'll ever change, but somehow people always get videos regardless, so I don't know how that works. We took one undercover. It cut halfway through the conversation. The volunteers were supposed to take the photos for us. We were like, let's see if we could try to sneak a selfie in there. It was our turn in line, and he just looked at Hannah like she was the cutest little thing. I don't even know, man. Like, he looked at her so cute. I was like, oh, I want him to look at me like that. I automatically fell in love with him. That's how adorable he is. I love him so much. I got teary-eyed almost when I saw him, and for you guys that watch the show, you guys know why. He gives us a hug, and oh my god, his hugs are so nice. And he's like, are we taking pictures? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, let's do it.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Nice to meet you. Hi, nice to meet you. Are we taking a photo?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I go ahead and take Hannah's phone, and we take selfies, or one selfie. And then I thought that was it. We were like, you know, that was it, like one photo, you gone. He says, do you guys want more? And then we were like, yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, is you want more?
Yeah.
He takes Hannah's phone and ends up taking another 4 or 3 selfies, which is really cute. He's like so cute. After we met Steven, we ended up going to see Josh. Now Josh, I've always heard that he was a really fun person to meet, so I'm like, you know what, I have to see him this time. I'm not gonna pass this up. He was so great I ended up seeing him twice. Let's put it that way. It took us about 5 minutes for us to get to him, and I paid for a photo with him at the booth. It was our turn in line, and I slowly walk up to him, and he has that Eugene face, you know, like a straight face, no emotion, and automatically I'm like, he starts walking like a little bit slow to me, and he puts his hands up by my hair. He's like, can I grab your hair? I love it. He grabs my hair. I tell him, I give him permission to, and he goes and like fluffs it a little bit. He's like, I love it. Come here. He gives me a hug. And he's like, come here. He gives me a hug, and he's like, oh, you smell so good. Well, thanks. For some reason, our videos kept cutting in the middle of the whole interaction. I don't know why, but after that, we took about 10 selfies together, and he was really, really cute and very cuddly. He loves hugs. Later on, my friends Shelby and Casey went to see him. They had mentioned me, and he's like, oh, I love her. I love her hair. She smells so good. Wow, he loves me. We did end up seeing Madison, which played Sophia. She was really cute. She was nice. And we did end up meeting Katelyn also. Katelyn was such a sweetheart. I felt like I was her friend talking to her. She was very friendly. We took some photos with her too, and everyone took a round to get a selfie with her as well. And she's talking to everyone, and she turns to me and she goes, I love your outfit. It's so pretty. And I turn around and I'm like, you're pretty. And she's like, oh, that's so sweet. And I run up next to her and try to get a selfie with her, and she's like, you know what, that was so sly. That was so sly. And I'm like, you know how I do.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
I can't believe I said that to her, but I did, and everyone laughed. But I'm a goofball, okay? Let me tell you the little problem I had. During this time, it's around maybe 1 or 2 in the afternoon. In my head, I say, okay, well, I know that Norman's line is gonna take a few hours, so I might as well make it now. If you guys don't know, I made Norman a gift, and it was a comic book. Why do you ask? The show is based off of comic books that were created by Kirkman a super long time ago. I believe it was in 2002 or something like that. And Norman's character, Daryl Dixon, was never put into any of the issues, so he kind of begs the creator to put him in the book, and Kirkman is always saying, no, I'm not gonna put you in the book, blah blah blah. And he really wants to be in it. So I took it upon myself to make my own version of the Walking Dead comic books, which I am not selling. I'm not trying to get sued here. I invested all this time to make this comic book for him, and I put it all together, and I was excited to give it to him and see how he would react. I try to get into Norman's line, and I'm thinking it'll go a little bit faster because I have VIP. I'm trying to figure out where the VIP entrance starts. So I go to the volunteers and I ask them, hey, where's the VIP line? Where does it start? The 2 ladies that were there were very rude to me, and they were giving me attitude while talking to me. I asked a simple question. They're like, oh, the line is closed. I'm saying it nicer because, I don't feel like being a stank. Oh, when is it gonna be open? They said that they didn't know because Norman had photo ops to go to within the next few minutes, or that he had a panel, so he had to leave soon. And automatically I understood. I was like, oh, okay, I understand that. So I leave the line just a little bit, a little bit upset because there might be a possibility that I won't be able to see him. What am I gonna do? This is the only day I could really, see him, because tomorrow I can only be here for a few hours and then go because of my flight. I go ahead and tell my mom because she knows the whole ordeal with the comic book and everything. She goes,
what? Oh, I know I did not get up on this plane, and we took this entire trip to come to Atlanta so that you could give me that book and not have you do it at all. I'm not having this.
I say, I know, Mom, but what am I supposed to do if the line is closed? You go to try to figure out something with the volunteers, and if nothing works, you come to me and tell your father. Okay, my parents are gonna be those parents. I go ahead and tell my dad. He has the same reaction, just a little bit more calm. We get to the line, and we stand there for a little bit, and we noticed that the 2 ladies had let 3 people go inside the line, and we look at them and they have VIP badges. Just normal VIP, not gold or platinums, just normal VIP. That's the same thing I was, but they didn't let us in. Instead of asking the ladies why they weren't letting us in, I ended up asking this other person, this other volunteer. For reasons I'm not going to identify this person, I'm just gonna say it's this person. They proceeded to tell me the same thing that they told me, of course in a nicer way. I can understand why they limit the entrances. If they didn't do that, then their lines would be absolutely insane. This is the schedules that they gave us. I'm not sure if it's able to focus on it. On this pamphlet thingy that they gave us, the schedules for all the celebrities, panels and photo ops were on here. And I go to take a look, and at the time that I was trying to make the line, Norman didn't have any panels or any photo ops. So tell me, why did they close the line? It was around 1 or 2 o'clock. Photo ops didn't start until 5:30. And his panel, he didn't even have a panel that day. I'm here believing that they only said that so that no one else could come inside, but there's no legitimate excuse. I gave them a hard day. I didn't mean to, but I had to make it into that line. I said, I just looked in the schedules. He doesn't have any photo ops until this and this time. He doesn't have any panels today at all. And they just let these people in, so why aren't I able to get in too? Didn't really know what to say, so I'm like, there's gotta be a way for me to get in here. I go ahead and look at Jeffrey Dean Morgan's line, which is just a few feet from Josh's line, and his line runs a circle around the entire venue. Why does his line end up continuing and now getting closed off since it's packed with people and Norman's is closed? And it's not really full. This is a little bit confusing. It was around 30 minutes that passed since then, and we were just walking around the venue, Hannah and I go ahead and pick up my phone, and I noticed that I had 5 missed calls from my mom and my dad. And That is scary. I go ahead and I run to the food court where my mom was sitting the entire time of the con, and I notice that she isn't there, and neither is my father. I pick up my phone and I call my mom. She has a little tone in her voice. She goes, hello, and I'm like, hey mom, where are you? And automatically she answers, no, where are you? I'm at the food court where you were the entire time and you were not here. Nope, I want you to come to Norman's line right now, right now. Your dad is here talking to a volunteer trying to work something out, but you need to be here. Boy, I ran, no, I dashed, I hopped, I jumped, I skipped, I flew. My mom will come at you like a lioness, bruh. When she says she's gonna do something, she do it. So I go there and I see my dad trying to figure out something with this volunteer that didn't want any problems, the one I had spoken to instead of the ladies. I'm just standing there in the corner. In the back of my head, I'm thinking, oh my god, I didn't think they were actually gonna do something. Bro, an hour. 1 hour. My dad demands for the manager. Manager didn't show up or anything. And my dad wasn't gonna leave until I got my spot in the line. And oh, an hour passes and this person was like, you know what? Just get into the line. I didn't see anything. At the time I went into the line, they were passing out these blue tickets because Norman had to go for something else. I go under the railing, across the little maze, and I get myself into the line with Hannah. The next thing we knew, we got a blue ticket and we were able to get into the line. Whenever he came back, he left for photo ops and I had to wait maybe an hour until my photo op. The photo op wasn't supposed to start until 5:45 and the line didn't end up moving until around 6. So I saw him and I just get like so overwhelmed and I can't speak. I had a pose in my head for us to do and everything, and I just completely forgot about that when I saw him. When it was my turn for the photo ops, he goes, come here pretty lady. And automatically I just like do a little hop towards him and I give him a huge hug. And of course the volunteers are like, no hugging, but nobody listens no more. I gotta hug my man. I go to hug him and I let go and I kind of look at him and I'm like, oh my god, it's you. We're like this close. So I look at him, I'm like staring at him and he goes, you are so adorable. And I was like rushed with emotion, so I just go to hug him again facing the camera and like I'm like so happy. Let me see if I can find the photo for you guys. And I don't know, for some reason I wasn't thinking they were gonna take a photo during this moment, so I was just like smiling and hugging him and everything. So this photo, guys, was a candid. This is the one I got. If not, I'll just like post the photo down here. Better quality photo. My eyes are closed, so I have no idea what is going on, so I just hear a click. And as I hear this click, I'm thinking, oh, okay, so I guess that's my photo op. I gotta go now, right? I go ahead and pick up my stuff that was laid on the table before I had given him a hug. All of a sudden I hear a bunch of wait from every direction. So I'm like, wait, what? And I go to turn around, I see Norman. He's trying to grab my hand before I leave, but I turned around too quick for him to do that. I would have been so cute, oh my god. And the lady was saying, retake, your eyes were closed. So I ended up getting 2 photo ops with him. But of course, I do like the candid better than this one. Again, I had another chance to do the pose I wanted to do, but I didn't do it. I was so overwhelmed about him, and this is the second one I took. So I do have 2 photo ops with him. They almost look identical, but I like this one better. And before I left, I said, thank you. He goes, you are so adorable. Like, he told me twice. So I'm waiting there for him to return. 2 hours pass. I'm hungry. I'm cold. I'm sitting on the floor. All my friends left. My phone at this moment is at 32%. And I'm just thinking in my head, I need to get his reaction recorded on my phone. My phone cannot die on me before I see it. I was so bored in that line. I was not trying to use up any of the juice that was left in my phone before I got to see him. I put my phone on airplane mode, no notifications, no nothing. I didn't even touch it. I'm sitting there staring off into space for 2 hours. It's after hours now. It's around 9 o'clock. The line finally begins to move. I wait another hour until it's my turn. I get to the volunteer. She says no phones beyond this point, blah blah blah. I get it. Everyone knows what I did though, right? I'm at 21%. My phone is still alive. I'm able to record his reaction. Thank goodness. But how am I gonna get my phone to pass, you know, his manager, these volunteers? So what I do is I get my comic book and I look down. From everyone's point of view, it looks like I'm looking at the comic book, but I have my hand underneath turning my phone on to record. I walked to him and I'm getting I'm obviously super excited. I get to him and he turns to me and he goes, "Come here, pretty lady."
Hi, how are you? Tiara, nice to meet you.
Right here at this point, my heart stopped. And there's so many things going through my mind right now. Oh, am I taking too long? Oh my god, did they see me recording? Is everyone looking at me? Oh my god, I'm gonna mess up what I'm gonna say. How do I explain what this gift is to him? Oh my gosh, what's everyone thinking behind me? Am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to do that? Am I saying the right thing? His manager's girlfriend was staring me down the whole time, so I was getting like really anxious and really nervous. When I say so, here's the deal. His eyes automatically open up and he copies my action. I lean on the table and he leans on the table in front of me and he gives me direct eye contact. It shot through me. I'm like, I love direct eye contact when someone's talking to me because that's when I know that they're listening to what I'm saying and they actually care about what I have to say. In the video, it seems like we're really far away, but from my point of view, our faces were really close. So I was so nervous. I'm like, oh my god, this guy is...
Okay, so here's the deal. You know how you tell Kirkman or ask him to put you in the comic book?
Yeah.
Well, what if I tell you that I started making my version of the Walking Dead comics with your character in it?
Really?
Right here. This is for you.
Oh my god, this is awesome. Is this me and Merle?
Yeah.
Shut up. Did you draw this too?
Yeah. It's really short because like it takes a long time and I'm like pretty busy with school now, but...
You're so cool. Oh my god, this is so awesome. This is really fucking cool.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm gonna give you some glow in the dark stars.
Thanks.
You're so sweet.
You're sweet.
Yeah, thank you. This is
No
cool.
problem.
This is fucking cool.
No problem. Read it, okay?
I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
He just reached over for the first thing he saw and that's what he grabbed and he gave it over to me. And when he realized what it was, his face was like... I'll just say it's a heart because if you turn it around, it does look like a heart. Oh my god. Look, and it blinks too, guys. I'll make sure to hang this from my window so that everyone could see. Just hanging balls on my window. But I totally got it because I know that's what Norman's like that's so Norman of him, you know? The following day, my friend Sawyer had offered me some tickets to go to the Normandy Panel, so I did go to that. And it was so funny. I couldn't stop smiling the entire time. They are so cute together and they accumulate such an amazing energy and they're so hilarious together. I love them. And if you guys would like to see that, I'll post some links in the bottom, credits to the person that filmed it. So at the end of the panel, they told everyone not to run up on stage, so a bunch of people just, you know, evacuated the panel room. Andy and Norman ended up staying on the stage for a little while and taking photos with the crowd that was on the front of the stage. I was one of those people that were up front.
So cool.
I was so close to Andrew Lincoln. Oh my gosh. This man is just like wine. With age, he gets better and better, bro. Oh, and let me tell you, this is like a huge announcement, alright? If you guys have even made it this far into the video. So Andy was right in front of me, right in my little section. And there's this girl that handed him her phone. And he proceeds to take a selfie. I try to pose in the back of the selfie, and I know I came out in that selfie. I know I came out in it. I lose the girl before I can ask her to send me that photo. All I know about this girl is that she's brunette. She had real nail polish on. She had a white long sleeve shirt. I've been looking through so many tags on Instagram and even on Facebook. So if you guys know who she is, please direct her to me. After the panel, I did end up going to see Josh one more time. I got an autograph from him. Here is the autograph that he gave to me. And it says, I love you bundles. And there's his signature down here. I absolutely love him. Guys, if you ever have the chance to see him, definitely do it because he's so fun to talk to and he is such a teddy bear of a man. And after meeting Josh the second day, I went to see Alana Masterson and she was also very adorable. She was really, really nice. I wanted to make conversation with her, but again, I get scared. I don't know why I get so scared to just talk to them. If you're thinking about going to a Walker Stalker, you definitely should do it. This experience is amazing. Have as much fun as you can while you're at the convention. There are so many things to do. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch me ramble. Thank you for watching. I got VIP passes. Mommy, shush! Yes?
You need something from CVS?
No?
Alright.
I don't think so.
You want it? You need something? No.
I want some Tostitos.
Ah, that's what you think.
I'm at 21%. 21. And in the video, you can hear my brother screaming, OTP, OTP.
Oh, OTP, 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 OTP.
I like how everyone ships us, even though there's like a 29-year difference. I don't care. But it's funny, everyone was like, I swear he likes you. Oh my God. And I'm here like, bruh, in my dreams.